Everybody, this is Rocky and Sarah, the Tea and Tequila Book Babes, and today we're going to talk to you about writing retreats.
Woo.
So it's exciting. Writing retreats are really a phenomenal way to honor your writing career. A lot of times what we find is people really struggle balancing their day jobs or their family life or their responsibilities and their actual writing. And so people can create their own writing retreat or go on a writing retreat to allow for that time and space. So one thing that I also love about retreats is that when you go to a writing retreat, you are with other people. You're with other writers. There is this collective, this energy where everyone is united around the joy or the love, the art of writing. So you're in this space, you're writing, but then you can lean on each other when you're struggling. You can brainstorm issues. You can talk out different pieces of the writing. You can share your writing in real time and get feedback on it. And that is one of the reasons why Sarah and I will be doing a retreat in Scotland next year, because we want to be able to allow people the time, space, energy, and support for people to actually write their books. There are also different ways to go about writing retreats. So I offer a retreat in Bali for high-end entrepreneurs who want to write nonfiction books. But you don't have to go on a retreat. You can also create a retreat. And Sarah, I know that you shared with me different ways that we could go on our own personal writing
Which
retreat.
I'm excited about.
Yeah.
So there's ways you can take a friend for this, or you can do it by yourself. So if you're better by yourself, that's fine. But you can go book an Airbnb that's like an hour from your home. And they're really cheap, a lot of them. Some of them are under $100. So you can just go for a weekend away if you can't take leave or you don't have tons of money. And even you can do one day. So let's say you can't leave your family. You can go to like a coffee shop, or a hotel lobby is one of my favorites because it's all fancy. And then you can get drinks or whatever. And you feel just fancy and it's free. And you can write there, and just make sure if there's Wi-Fi, don't ask for the password so you're not distracted. Do your research in advance. But there's ways you can do it really affordably in your hometown so you don't have to take leave, that you don't have to go far. So you can even do a small trip or do something at a local coffee shop, or even just in your own house, but make sure you set it up pretty, like maybe a nice candle, and tell your family to stay away. No offense to them. And then you can just do it, and just make sure you like have your bag packed, have everything ready. Like, you need to prep for this. I'm like the type A one of the group. And so you have to like have your writing books. You need to have your notes. You need to have your research. Like, prepare as much in advance so you can hit the ground running. Outline if you are an outliner before. Like, make sure it's all ready. Have money for drinks. Bring snacks. Have it all ready. Pack it up. And then that way you can just go ahead and write, and make sure, and just, that's what you need. And make sure you put it in your calendar, schedule it out, and actually make a commitment. Don't make it this like pencil it in sort of thing. Put in ink and really honor that commitment to the time you'll have. Because it makes a huge difference just having pure time for yourself and your writing to get it done, instead of being distracted by the outside world or trying to snatch time here or there.
You know, Sarah, it actually reminded me that I did go on a writing staycation at the Writer Center in DC, or in Bethesda.
I saw that. Was it awesome?
It was so much fun. It was great. And what it was people who could not go away. They gathered from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day for a week and just gathered and wrote. And then they would have guest speakers, or they would share their work. And if you can't get away, you can either arrange for this with a friend or find something similar near you where you can, again, have that like collective energy of writers, but then not have to sleep somewhere else. And the other piece of it is that that's so simple to do. Like Sarah was saying, it is so you can go to a lobby. You can go to a coffee shop. You don't have to make this like some grand ordeal, but what you do have to do is set the time and commit to it, because a lot of times we say, oh, we're going to do this, and then we never do. So you take time off the job, you tell your spouse, or you get people to watch the kids. Whatever needs to happen, you have to start there. You have to make the commitment and start arranging your plans around this. And once you do that, it's effortless. You're prepared. You're going to have your notes. You're going to have your writing. Make a writing soundtrack if that's your deal. Or if
I
you just
love
want to
those.
listen to rain, for 7 hours, find it on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube.
There's
Find what,
apps for that.
get the app. All of those things will help you, because the other thing you don't want to do is go on a writing retreat, make all this plan, and then sit there and go watch Netflix for the whole time, or just stare at blank pages. You need something that will keep you inspired and motivated, as well as get you writing, like keep you writing. And we'll always have a block, plan on different breaks for your writing periods, plan on different ways to engage. Shut off social media, because that is the death of most most manuscripts.
It's so
Just
true.
like perfectionism, I need to slip that in there. You do not want to be perfect with your first draft, but it's such an exciting thing to do. Like something that would take you months and months and months and months, or a year, however much time you're able to dedicate to your writing when you're juggling everything, can come down to a week. And if you're diligent, if you're working towards it, or you could get through months of work in a weekend. Think about how much time you'll save, how much stress you will avoid by just allowing this to happen in your life. So, Sarah, do you have any other points about?
I think it's also important to do a retreat because it gives you the momentum. So if you've been stuck on your book or you've had anxiety about it, if you get like a couple pages knocked out, even more like several chapters, you get it knocked out, then you'll be like, wow, I want to keep this momentum going. And it takes away the fear. So I think it's also good for jumpstarting a more regular habit too. So once you've done that, it'll inspire you to keep working. So I think that's another really valuable asset a retreat offers.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we'd love to hear about writing retreats you've gone on, want to go on, or that you're personally creating for yourself in the comments. This is awesome way for momentum, awesome way for really getting into the habit of writing, awesome way of honoring your author spirit. And so it is a true blessing, and so much excitement when we see you guys do this. So share in the comments, and we can't wait to hear all about it.
Bye.